I will show you something.
I have never experienced this thing in my life. You raise your hand on me. Me. Hey! See, I think any.
If you come and pay my money.
See,
pay my money. Pay my money. Pay my money.
Pay my money. Hold me.
Pay my money. Pay my money.
Hold me.
Pay my money.
Hold me.
If you come down, pay my money.
Hold me.
If you come down,
Hold
pay my
me.
money.
No, Rafa, do me now.
Happy to the word in God we trust. We welcome you back to this our episode. This is a group of professional e-hailing and elite pilots in Nigeria and its environment. We do have a lot of issues like this on the street, and we are using this medium to plead to all our riders. Yes, I'm still coming to the driver's perspective. We are using this medium to plead to all our riders. If you are going to anywhere, please try and get the exact location of where you are going. Put the exact location to where you are going. That is when we will not have all this back and forth. Yes, some riders do use this to cheat drivers. Yes, I said some riders. If you don't put your exact location, a scenario of you coming from Maja, just an example, you are going inside Lekki Phase 1. Let me use Lekki Admiralty Road. Okay, you booking a ride from Maja down to Lekki Phase 1. If you get to Lekki Phase 1, if you put Lekki Phase 1, the ride will only calculate from Aja to Lekki Phase 1 roundabout, Lekki Phase 1 gate. But if you are going inside, which is Admiralty Road, meaning your money have expired at Lekki Phase 1. So if you now want the driver to take you to your final destination, you have to add additional money. Because all these apps are not working the same. If you are using InDriver and you are using Rider, the driver will be at loss if you embark on that additional journey. Because the amount that pop up when you are booking was only meant to carry you from Aja to Lekki Phase 1, which is not Lekki Phase 1 inside. So if you are using Uber and Bolt, it's fine. If you just get to that place where the map shows the driver, if you just get to that place and you now find out this is not where I'm going, just chill. That is if it's Uber and Bolt. Just go to your app and reroute, change the destination to Lekki Admiralty Road. Because Lekki main gate to Lekki Admiralty Road is still about 3 kilometers. But if you are using Uber and Bolt, the Uber and Bolt will just start counting again from there to your final destination. But if you use Rider and InDriver, there is no how it will count. Only that 3,000 that you pick, that is as an example from Aja down to Lekki, that is just what the driver will get. And if the driver want to take you from that place down to your final destination, the driver will be at loss. Please always endeavor to put your final destination before you click on search for driver. If you don't do this, we just continue having all this back and forth. Without forgetting the fact that there are some riders that don't even know anywhere. Yes, no doubt. If the driver comes, you explain to the driver. I'm coming there from the driver perspective. But some riders do use this as if they are wise. And for us to stop all these arguments here and there, you just don't need to argue with driver. If you are using Uber and Bolt, yeah, it's fine. They can take you there, anywhere. So the calculation will be added, the minute will be added. But if you are using InDriver, please, the driver will be at loss while getting to your final destination. Thank you. And if you are a driver, if you are a pilot on the street, this is part of the problem we have with our newbies. All we know is, I know, even if I don't know, map will take me now. Baba, you run at a loss. You run at a loss. And mind you, we have some of us, we are still saying that. Please, if you are using that to try to gain more to your pocket or this and that, please go and stop that. There's a lot of ways you can maximize your profit in this e-hailing industry. But for you to want to use any trick, Baba, go and stop that. That's what we'll do. We'll tell you to go and stop that. If you don't know any location, please, or let me start from, if any rider book a ride, please, immediately when you get to that rider, ask the rider. It is your right. It is your responsibility to ask the rider. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good day. So I picked up the okay, you are going to so place. Speak out, read out the exact location you are having. So someone booked you from Ajah to Lekki Phase 1. Just ask the person, you are going to Lekki Phase 1. Please, where exactly in Lekki Phase 1? So if the rider tells you so place, check the map. If it's not correspond with what you have in the map, quickly tell the rider, please, where you are going is not where you put. So where you put as your final destination only brings out this amount. But if I'm to take you to your final destination, you start, if you want to renegotiate, fine, you renegotiate. If you don't want to renegotiate, you ask the rider to please update that address before we start the journey. So if he or she did not update it, you have problem while getting there. So you must ask, because a lot of this rider don't know. So if you ask, like this scenario now, Terra Culture, I believe this guy did not know Terra Culture. Because if you know Terra Culture and the rider is putting another destination, but you will see the destination. So immediately you tell the rider. And if you know the Terra Culture, you want to use the rider to play, Baba, you are doing yourself, honestly. And we condemn that act. We will never even accept that act in our midst. You are doing yourself. If you try that with Bolt will just give you blocking. Straight up. Because she will report you. Even Uber will give you a warning. So if you don't know, quickly tell the rider, then both of you will be asking. That is another option. So it is your right to ask. But if you're not having any rider that was like, me too, I don't know the place, so this and that. That one is another